Verse 12. At the hands of the apostles, many signs and wonders were taking place among the people, and they were all with one accord. Have you seen power and unity? Power and unity. Power and unity. This is the signature of God upon his people. Do you remember in John 14:13 and 14, Jesus said, "And you will do greater things than these." He's fulfilling his promise amongst his people and demonstrating his power. Friends, where and how is God demonstrating himself in and through your life? I call you to this, praying that you will cry out to Jesus, either for the first time to become an adopted child of God, or to call you back to the cross where you were saved, that you would be refilled like they were here for the third time, filled afresh with the power of the Holy Spirit, that you could be that same demonstration that the church has been called and created to be. Verse 13, but none of the rest dared to associate with them. Do you get this? The church was so on fire and in love with Jesus. His power was so pure and so undeniably present amongst the people that others were kind of like, whoa, that light's a little too bright for me. And yet, they were held in high esteem. The people held them in high esteem. See, the people saw God to where they couldn't deny it, but they got honest and said, listen, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to go there. I'm curious, and I'm limited in some degree of commitment to the church, but I'm not going all in. I mean, you guys, that's crazy. That's not crazy. That's church. That's the way of God. To lose your life that you might find it. To literally surrender all. What do you think he means by all? I think he means all. You think he's serious? I think he's cross-centered serious. This is the blueprint of the church. This is the personified church. Verse 14, and all the more believers in the Lord, multitudes of men and women were constantly added. So you're driving away the lukewarm and the half-hearted. And as fearful as they are, those in whom God is doing a work, they cannot stay back. They're coming. Finally, I have seen God alive. He's drawing me, the people of God, the real deal. Are you kidding me? I've got to go and be this people. The power of God, the presence of God is in me. I can't not be. And I say to you that if the church would simply shine the true light of Christ, you and I would see the same kind of separation. The problem is there are so many people in our culture that are using filters and are putting hues over the light of Christ so that there's this perceived middle ground, that there isn't just this either or sharp contrast between heaven and hell, children of God or children of the devil. No, there's this compromised, rationalized middle road that, friends, I tell you, biblically does not exist. That is perhaps the greatest work of the devil in our day, is the false belief that there is a middle road. There is none.